Hey guys, it's Angelo, and in this video, we're having a look at our updated artifact path with Legion's patch 7.2 for the Shadow Priest. With the new traits, some things have changed, and we now have a new path to take with brand new traits for our weapon. Now, there are some things you should know before you go and spend these points, and what to also keep in mind here is that in order to unlock these new traits, it is required for you to have at least 35 traits in your weapon prior to this. Therefore, if you want to take the path that I will present to you in this video, you need to get your artifact weapon up to this point first. That being said, keep in mind that this path is aimed specifically at you if you plan on getting the most value per trait in terms of damage and overall performance increase. Now, of course, without any further ado, let's go right ahead and have a look. Now, before we look at where to put those new points, let's look at what has really changed. All of our previous 3-point traits, which are the minor ones, have now been bumped up to 4 traits, and on top of that, we have 4 new traits as well as 1 new paragon, or as some people call it, infinite trait. In order to get the most damage output of the traits you will be spending, your trait distribution should go as follows. Put your 36th point into Darkness of the Conclave, your new initial trait in the new part of the path. This will give you 10% flat damage and stamina and is a huge initial boost. After that, place a 4th point into Touch of Darkness, and then a 4th point into To the Pain. After that, you want to put a 4th point into Creeping Shadows, putting you at a total of 39 points in your weapon. Now, if you had 35 traits before patch 7.2, or points rather, this is where you'd be starting off after your questline at the Broken Shore with Khadgar. Now, with Artifact Knowledge 26, or even 27, which is where we are at currently, you will then begin working on your 40th trait, which is Fiending Dark. By the time you max this trait, you will be at 43 traits invested into the weapon, and now your 44th trait should be put into Mind Quickening, and your final ability trait in the new path should be put into Leash of Insanity, which is the new golden ability. Now, the build up to this trait is rather underwhelming honestly, as the traits into 1 Shadow Fiend extension and the 800 haste if you cast a Void Torrent aren't really that big of a DPS increase by themselves. Leash of Insanity, however, is actually kind of big, really. This trait allows you to stay in Void form for a lot longer, while simultaneously allowing your Void Tendrils to act as a true filler spell. Passive filler spell, rather. Now, with 45 traits in your weapon, you can begin distributing your upcoming points into the old traits of your weapon again. Mind Shattering should be targeted next, followed by Unleash the Shadows. Finally, stick 1 last point into Death's Embrace before finishing your survivability traits with the remaining 3 points. From the point of this video till the time of you getting this far, a lot of time is going to pass, and you can assume that you will be at this point in your weapon after about 2 to 3 months. Once all of this is completed, and you're at 51 traits, you will start putting all of your future points into the Paragon trait, Concordance of the Legionfall. This trait will give you a chance to trigger a primary stat increase, and each point you put into it will buff this proc further. Ultimately, there can be a certain amount of variety with how you distribute your traits, as some points give little to no DPS increase similar to others. What's important to note here with this path is that it buffs your strongest traits as fast as possible, and in the most plausible and lucrative way for you, offering you the most damage with the therefore fastest possible route. At the end of the day, you will have all of your traits one day either way, and if you're out there only doing normal mode content, world quests, or any other single player PvE content mainly, the path you take down your artifact won't really jeopardize your gameplay in any way. If you're up for maximizing your DPS and performance in total, however, then this should be the path you aim for. As always, I hope this video shed some light on what the path is you should take, and if it did help you out, be sure to let me know in the comments. If you have any further questions, please be sure to let me know, and I will be sure to address them accordingly. Now, as always, have a good one, my friends, and I will see you all in the next one.